So good morning to each and everyone. My name is Jordan G. Perido, the leader of this group. Our topic for today is all about the Visayas tribes, culture, ethnic dance, and folk dance. So before we start our topic, what is tribe? The term tribe is used in many different contexts to refer to a category of human social group. The predominant usage of the term is in the discipline of anthropology. So here, the tribe is a social division in a traditional society consisting of female or communities linked by a social, economic, religious, or blood ties with a common culture and dialect typically having a recognized. So next, what is culture? Culture is an umbrella term which encompasses the social behavior and norms found in human society, as well as the knowledge, belief, arts, laws, custom, capabilities, and habits of the individual in this group. So here in culture includes the material goods, the things the people use and produce. Culture is also the belief and values of the people and the ways they think about and understand the world and their own lives. So culture has been called the way of life for an entire society. As such, it includes codes of manner, dress, language, religion, rituals, and an art. So next, we are go on to the next reporter, Mr. Chamber Fernandez.
The different tribes, ethnic groups in Visayas. The Visayan people or mga Bisaya in Tagalog ay isang pangkat etnikong Pilipino na ang mga membro ay nagbabahagi ng isang matibay na ugnayang kultural, historical at linguistika na umaabot sa mga isla sa dagat Bisayan. Ang mga tao sa pangkat ng mga isla ng Bisaya at maraming bahagi ng Mindanao ay nagsasalita ng isa o mahigit pang mga wikang Bisaya, and ang pinaka-spoken of ay ang Cebuano, Hiligaynon at Waray. Visayas. While the Visayas region is known for its world-class tourist spot, the people themselves are also a treasure worthy of recognition, full of diversity and culture. The Visayan are a bunch of interesting people, and the when groups together are one of the largest ethnic groups in the world at 33 million natives. Sabi dito, Visayas, kilala ang Visayas region sa kanilang world-class tourist attraction, pati na rin mismo ang mga taong naninirahan doon dahil ang mga Bisayan ay may kakaibang kultura or which is fascinating, and merong 33 million natives na naninirahan sa Visayas, kaya naman napabilang sila sa mga listahan bilang isa sa lugar na may maraming ethnic groups sa buong mundo.
Abaknon. This group of people mainly reside in Kapul Island on the northern tip of Samar and speak the Inabaknon language. According to folklore, its history started when a group of people led by tribal leader Abak did not like the religion of the Moros who ruled them and fled to the island. From there, they settled and to this day bore the name of its founder as its tribe name, Abaknon. From their language, it is evident that the Abaknon are more closely related to the seagoing Sama of the Sulu than the Bicolano and Waray peoples who surround them. However, they are highly acculturated and have adopted the life ways of their neighbors to a great extent. Culture and traditional dance. Concept or theme plus costume and performance are left to the discretion of the participant based on their own interpretation of the Abaknon culture through costumes, tradition, and rituals, economic activity with the Capiang Region's Festival. The traditional dance, Dos Amigos, will be the beat or music of the street dance utilizing all instruments recorded or unrecorded, guitar, drums, talutang, other indigenous material created by participants to ensure a distinct identity of the festival. Truly, it should reflect the Abaknon culture and tradition. Dance step should be the original Dos Amigos, and any variation, body movements, and costume should conform to the standards for morality. Cultural dance is really important. This is our way to tell other people on what are the things that they need to know about our culture. It is also the way that other people could have respect, knowledge, and give importance to our tradition and norms. Let other cultures tell what are the stories behind their dance.
Traditional dance. Many waray-waray tradition can be traced to pre-colonial times. For example, the Corazza dance is a very popular traditional dance of the waray-waray at the social gatherings, especially weddings. It is very common throughout summer. The couple who dance the Corazza are showed with money by the people around them. The belief is that the more money showed upon them, the more blessing will come their way. Corazza dance is one of the traditional dance in Leyte and Samar province. It is widely danced especially during fiesta, family reunions, and weddings. It is referred to a courtship dance where dancers imitate courtship movements of rooster and hen in a creative way. This symbolizes friends and families' wishes for good luck and prosperity in the couple's future. Culture. The waray-waray are often stereotyped as a brave warriors. As populars in the tagline, basta ang waray hindi uurong sa away. Waray never back down from a fight. Farming and fishing are the main livelihood. In the intercropping season, from land preparation up to post-harvest, the farmers perform rituals involving the nature spirit and ancestor spirit for a good harvest. Ang mga waray ay likas silang matatapang dahil sa hirap ng kanilang bayan. Kailangan nilang magsumikap, ipagtanggol ang mga sarili sa mga nangingialam sa kanila at ipaglaban nila ang kanilang karapatan na alam nilang tama. At dahil sa hirap ng kanilang rehiyon, kailangan nilang harapin ang hirap mabuhay at ipagtanggol ang sarili nila. Ang pangunahing hanap buhay nila ay ang pagsasaka, pangingisda, paggawa ng banig at iba pang kagamitan, yari sa abaka, kahoy at nyog. Waray. Kapag nababasa natin ang salitang waray, ang ibig sabihin nun ay none, nothing, or not. Almost everywhere you go in the Philippines, waray are associated with bravery. With the famous catchphrase, basta ang waray hindi uurong sa away. Waray are known as brave warriors. One of the few tribes who fought in the Spaniards in 1500. Most of the Warays are native in Samar, Leyte, and Biliran, and all together are the largest Filipino ethno-linguistic group with the Waray language as the primary language. Tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina na sinabi nilang matatapang ang Waray dahil sa kanilang hirap sa buhay. Kailangan nilang magsumikap, ipagtanggol ang mga sarili sa mga nangingialam sa kanila at ipaglaban nila ang kanilang karapatan na alam nilang tama. At dahil sa hirap ng kanilang rehiyon, kailangan nilang harapin ang hirap, mabuhay at ipagtanggol ang sarili nila. Waray are also known for their love of music.
Magahats refers to the practice of killing or a ritual practice involving the act of killing. It is when a Bukidnon kills another due to the death of any family member. It was the performance of this act that made one a Magahat. The act called Magahat refers to the killing of an innocent person, while the one who carries out a harmful or immoral act will be known as Magahat, and a word ostensibly derived from the Visayan Cebuano term that means to kill. The Magahats live in the mountains of Basay, near rivers and streams with houses made from forest materials. They practice Sweden agriculture because they live in mountain areas, and Magahats are also good gatherers and hunters. They hunt wild animals. Their houses are simple without partition and decorated with hanging skulls of the animal, horns, and weapons. They collect the skulls and horn of the wild animals they hunt, and they hang it in their house as a decoration. The Magahats believe in spirits like most Visayans. They use anting-anting to fight evil spirits. Death, however, is not feared by the Magahats. They believe that it is just a journey from earth to the other side of the world. Magahat believes that death is just like a dream where they will travel in other world. Tattooing is a skill among the Magahats. Their art is reflected in the weapons and jewelry they make. Magahat are also good in art like decorating their weapons and making different jewelries. The Tagbanwas, like other Visayas, also have their musical instrument like harps, drums with shark skin heads, bamboo flutes, guitars with abaca strings, and brass gongs. Makasla in the Tagbanwas, most colorful dance performed during the Makasla festival. The Tagbanwas sing and dance during festival and in cases of illness. They beat tire gongs and drums and dance with music to drive away evil spirit from the sick man's body. When the sick man dies, friends and relatives sprinkle ashes around the body, believing that soul would leave footprints as it leaves the body. The Tagbanwas is a dance they perform when there is a occasion or festival, and they also perform this when there's a man that has a sick or sinasapian ng masasamang elemento. Ginagawa nila ito para mapaalis sa katawan ng tao yung masasamang elemento, ngunit minsan ay hindi nila ito nagagawang palabasin at ikinamamatay ito ng taong sinapian. At yung mga pamilya at kaibigan ng namatay ay nag-sprinkle ng ashes around the body nung namatay, tapos mayroon daw silang nakikitang footprints pag umaalis na yung kaluluwa ng tao na namatay.
Hinagong dance is a cultural dance of Aklanon, Bukidnon, the indigenous people of Barangay Panipyason and Barangay Medina in Madalag, Aklan. They were able to preserve colorful cultural traits and local traditions unaffected by the modern influences. The Inagong is usually performed on special festive occasions. It imitates the living creatures around them such as birds, butterflies, and animals like the monkey. They will create beautiful dance steps and elegant movements through the sound of a gong and indigenous musical instruments like bamboo. Getting their name from the river Akayan, which means
and patuloy pang tuklasan ng younger generation yung pamamaraan nila o
and has a rich culture and tradition as an ethnic group. They are known to be descendants of Austronesian speaking immigrants that came to the country during the Iron Age. Boracay Beach is found in the province of Aklan, and this contributed to the popularity of Aklanons.
bale dito sa Inagong dance, i-preserve nila yung culture nila kasi di ba patuloy yung pagbabago and pag-usbong mga popular dances from other countries, especially K-pop. Patuloy nilang na-preserve yung Inagong dance para siya makalimutan and patuloy pang matuklasan ng younger generation. Yung pamamaraan nila on how to preserve this dance is syempre patuloy pa din yung pagturo sa kabataan. Kumbaga patuloy yung pagsalin-salin ng sayaw, and then yung isa pa is patuloy siyang pinaperform especially pag may kasayahan or fiesta. So they are imitating different animals in this dance like birds, butterflies. Kasi 'di ba ang traditional dance is more about appreciating our land, animals, ganun. Kumbaga mga hayop yung nagsisilbing inspiration nila when performing this dance. Itong Aklanon is ito yung tawag sa mga mamamayan na nakatira sa Aklan. Folk believe that Aklan derived its name from a river called Akyan. When the Spaniards came, they asked the region's name from a man fishing in the river, and the man thought they were asking for the name of the river. Although majority sa population ng Aklan is now Christian, belief in the power of Babaylan has not completely disappeared. Meron pa din sa kanilang naniniwala sa Babaylan. Yung Babaylan is a female priestess, mostly babae talaga ang Babaylan. They are a healer. One of the most famous destinations sa Aklan is the Boracay Beach, which is known for having a white sand, which really helps the Aklanon for their daily needs, and ito yung nag-contribute sa popularity ng tribe nila.
Culture. Capiz celebrates rich cultural heritage and awesome marine. Bounty months and mounts of seafood such as prawn, talaba, and other shellfish were served during Kapistahan, the annual festa of Capiz province on Panay Island in western Visayas late last month. The festa marked the 116th anniversary of the founding of the civil government of Capiz, tagging itself as the seafood capital of the Philippines. Capiz served up dishes from its marine bounty and more. Because of its brackish waters, Capiz has abundant marine life. Its growing economy relies heavy on seafood trade and business. Culture of Capiz usually is all about seafood. Tapos may parada pa sila na nakakostume ng iba't ibang lamang dagat tulad ng hipon. Lalo na pagpista ng Capiz, di nila pinapalagpas ang pag-attend sa market para mamili. Tulad ng souvenirs at may mga fireworks pa pag may parada ang Capiz. Kultura na nila yun. What is the traditional dance of Capiz? These 7 to be published Capiznon folk dance are Los Bailes de Maayon, Huata Pilareña and Mama Lagkaw of Pilar, Inamo and Pandang-Pandang of the Anti-Community in Dumaraw, Los Palamores of Panay and Inilusan of Mamboso. Capiznon. The Capiznon reside in Capiz in the western Visayas region, but they also have roots in Roas City. Notable local figures hail from Capiz with the likes of Manuel Rojas, the 5th President of the Philippines, Cara David, a television host and journalist, as well as actor and director Ricky Davao. Capiznon before named as Panay. Capiz also known as Placuna Placenta. Capiznon before was named as Panay, Panai. Now it's called Panay, Penay. Capiz also known as Placuna Placenta oyster shell, and their symbol is maple leaf, symbolized for Canada.
Thank you, Nesha. Visayas folk dance. A folk dance is a dance developed by people that reflect of life of the people of a certain country or region. Not all ethnic dances are folk dances. For example, ritual dances or dances of ritual origin are not considered to be folk dances. Ritual dances are usually called religious dances because of their purpose. So, folk dances are one of the most powerful ways to bring this sometimes truly ancient traditions of countries and regions to the public's attention. Even though many traditional dances are labeled as ethnic dances, they are not all folk dances. Rather, they all attempt to emphasize the dance's cultural roots. Some of them evolved into religious dances over time, and they are now largely utilized to enhance religious rites and beliefs rather than simply highlight tradition. Religious or ritual dances are common names for these types of dances. For the next slide, may I call on Miss Mabil Kidalik.
Tinikling. Tinikling means bamboo dance in English. The dance imitates the movement of tickling birds as they walk between grass stems, run over tree branches, or dodge bamboo traps set by the rice farmers. Dancers imitate the tickling birds' legendary grace and speed by skillfully maneuvering between large bamboo poles. So, tinikling dance originated during the Spanish occupation in the Philippines, particularly in the island of Leyte. So, did you know that the tinikling word of a folk dance ay nagmula pa sa isang ibon na tinatawag na tikling, na usually nakikita ang ibong ito sa bukid na siyang kumakain sa mga palay ng mga magsasaka. Kaya naman, nakaisip sila ng pangontra dito, which is yung bamboo na pinapatayo sa gitna ng palayan. The purpose of this was to the bird attempts of Philippine rice farmers to catch and prevent the tickling bird from stealing ripe rice grains from the fields.
Kuratsa folk dance. The kuratsa is highly favored by the Waray people of the Eastern Visayan region in the Philippines. Strictly speaking, the kuratsa must be done the anido, that is, only one couple dance it at a time. The kuratsa is, however, very different in the manner of execution to the Mexican counterpart. The kuratsa is a dance of flirtation and courtship designed to be danced with a partner. It is a movement of mimic that mating rituals of a rooster and hen in a creative way. Thank you.
The mazurka or mazur is a lively Polish folk dance in the triple time intended for a circle of couples and characterized by the stamping of feet and clicking of heels. Traditionally danced to the music of a village band. Boholano is dialect of Cebuano that is spoken on the island of Bohol in the Philippines, which is Visayan speech variety. Although it is sometimes described as a separate language by some linguists and native speakers, and the artist of Mazurka Boholana is Juan Celos Jr. The Mazurka originated in roughly the 16th century among the Mazurs of East Central Poland and was quickly adopted at the Polish court, yet it remained of folk dance. It eventually spread to Russia in German ballrooms, and by the 1830s had reached England and France.
Thank you. Scottish. It is a popularly known in Capiz in its form in any social gathering of the people inhabiting the mountains of Capiz in the various of Tenpas and Panitan, and also in the town of Panay. Scottish, the Philippines folk dance which is originated from Aklan and Capiz province in Panay Island. The Scottish, or which is renamed as Scottish, is performed as a ballroom dance during a social gathering. Also, many say the dance is mixture of polka and a slow waltz. The Scottish dance was in still practice a test to know the durability and strong of a newly built house by performing the dance at its housewarming. And ang Scottish ay nagpapakita sa kagandahan ng paggalaw at pagkwento sa pamamagitan ng pagsayaw. ay ito rin ang nagpapakita kung paano namuhay ang mga tao sa nakaraan. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Divino P. Pascua and my topic is Itik-Itik folk dance. Itik-Itik is a mimetic folk dance in the Philippines. It originated in Surigao in Philippines. So the word mimetic meaning they imitate nature or copying the behavior or movement of animals in nature. Itik-Itik was discovered in this town by national artist for dance Francisca Reyes Aquino. So this folk dance was originated in Surigao, Philippines, discovered by Francisca Reyes Aquino. She was a Filipino folk dancer and academic noted for her research on Philippine folk dance and acknowledged as the folk dance pioneer. It originating from a dance called Sibay and performed to the tune of Tihado. So Sibay dance is a dance influenced by a bird's movements. The story was told that an expert young dancer named Cayetana at the barrio of Cantilan during a baptismal party had become so carried away with the rhythm that she began to improvise short, choppy steps similar to ducks and then splash water on their backs. The dance immediately became popular in the province for stage performances and social dancing. Later, Mr. Antonino Areza, a native of Cantilan and a grandfather of Prospero Pechay Jr., was believed to be the one who composed the lyrics of Itik-Itik. So these Itik-Itik dance steps imitate the movements of ducks among rice paddies and swamp plants such as wading, flying, and short choppy steps. So it also dance in festival that is about Thanksgiving celebration to their patron saint for hearing their prayers. The Itik-Itik dance steps are running, cross steps, slide close steps, heel, close ball, close arm step, slide close, slide, arms extension, flexion, and flapping of the arms. But on the modern times, today, Itik-Itik can be seen in school programs, especially during Foundation Day, Buwan ng Wika program, or any programs that commemorate nationalism. In the school, teaching Itik-Itik dance is a part of the physical education curriculum. And because Filipinos are all over the world, some Filipinos also showcase Philippine folk dances like Itik-Itik in different countries. That's my topic for today. Thank you for listening po.